there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with another collection pickup video. Just wanted to share with you guys all the stuff that I've picked up since the last video that I recorded and uploaded to YouTube. Pretty much got a nice mix of stuff I wanted to share with you guys. So first of all, I went to Cinepolis, which is the place where I go to watch the movies, the local movie theater. And if you've been following my videos or have seen them before, you know I like to collect the collectible 3D cups. I already picked up one for the Peanuts movies, but I found this one. I thought this one was pretty cool. It's Snoopy in his house, flying when he's chasing the Red Baron. I'm looking forward to the Peanuts movie. I really want to go see it, and hopefully it'll come out soon. Because it looks pretty cool. It looks really awesome. And I really dug these cups. Also went to a Carl's Jr. of all places. And it seems they also got into the cup craze. Because they released these collectible Call of Duty Black Ops 3 cups. They have the Carl's Jr. logo here and black on the back. But you could get these if you bought the large combo. So I picked this one up because I thought it was pretty cool. And so, but I went to with my wife, so she also got a big combo. And we got a second one. This is the Cybernetic Soldier in Black Ops 3. They had a last cup, but the only thing that cup had is just the 3 logo here. That one actually kind of sucks. This one has, I don't know if the camera will be able to make it out, but it has a metallic look to it. So those are the only 2 cups that I was interested in getting. Yeah, like I said, the one that had only the 3 kind of sucked. When I picked up the Snoopy cup, I picked up this bucket. This is a popcorn bucket. I don't collect buckets. I like the cups because they're nice, small, and easy to display. But this bucket looked really cool. It's First Order Stormtroopers. They have a 3D effect. I bought a cup before, but it's only like this part. This is the whole freaking First Order army. You could see more soldiers here, the TIE fighters. So me and the wife were going to take this bucket and fill it with popcorn when we go to the premiere of Episode 7, The Force Awakens. And for a little bit more, you can refill this thing. So yeah. When I went to Cinepolis, they had these keychains on sale that I couldn't pass up. Hopefully the camera will pick them up. This is a First Order Stormtrooper. And we have a Captain Phasma keychain. Then we have BB-8's head. Then we have Rebel Pilot helmet. And the last one is Kylo Ren. Now, I like, again, you've watched my videos before, I like to collect helmets. So these keychains are pretty cool because they're basically helmets. And they weren't that expensive. They're a lot more expensive in the US. And they don't have these particular models. But I thought they were pretty cool. For the price I bought all 5 of the set. There's only 5 in the set. And I already showed them off to some of my co-workers, and they thought they were pretty cool, and they're already asking me if I can get some of them for them. But these things are selling out really fast. The cup sold out already, the bucket sold out already. The keychains, they were starting to sell out, so a lot of people are also suffering from Star Wars fever. Continuing with the Star Wars theme, my gorgeous, gorgeous wife knows I'm obsessing over Star Wars right now. And she got for me this Kylo Ren. Well, it's not really a poster. It's based on a wooden frame here. But she knows she knows that we're going to the premiere of Episode 1, and I'm gonna cosplay as Kylo Ren. So this is pretty awesome. She got it for me. She knows I'm really obsessing over Star Wars, and especially Kylo Ren. I'm picking up everything I can from the character. I just really like the design of him. I don't know how the character is gonna be, but I really like the design. The only thing I have to watch out for this thing is that, I don't know how it was printed, because it's not painted. It's like it was printed on a paper and then stapled into this wooden frame. But if you have sticky fingers, it looks like the paint might peel off, and you're gonna have patches of white. But it's still awesome. I'm gonna hang this when I finish my game room and or my man cave, and I'm gonna put this bad boy in because it is awesome. Right now, only at the edges seem to be suffering from any sort of discolorization, but the front part looks pretty badass. I love it. I love it. I'm actually kind of proud that my wife has gotten and follows me with all my craziness in collectibles and stuff, and has started buying collectibles for me. So even though we're reaching a point where we have more than we can actually display, but it's super cool to find someone that's willing to share and get going with all my collectible craziness. But that bad boy is definitely going. I need to find a place where I could put some nails and put that bad boy in, because that thing is amazing. I love the design, and I love my wife for having picked this up for me. Went to a McDonald's. I was hoping I would be able to get more of those Peanuts toys that they had, but they got rid of those and they moved on to the next promotion. And it's a pretty cool promotion because they had Pokemon, but they have legendary Pokemon. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pick up more of these, and I'm really regretting it because these things are going to sell out pretty fast. But I picked up Lugia, and they had the two legendaries from Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. I still need to get that Pokemon game. But they also had Rayquaza, Pikachu, and two others who I'm not really familiar with. But I really, really liked Pokemon Silver. I really enjoyed that one. So that's why I picked up Lugia. But I do really wish I would have picked up Rayquaza. Hopefully we'll be able to go soon to McDonald's and I'll be able to pick up Rayquaza. Went to one of the few remaining Blockbuster Mexico we have here. And I don't know how long that's going to go out of business. But I was able to pick up two DS games really cheap. They were 20 pesos, which is about $1.30. But I picked up Naruto Ninja Council 3. I don't have the previous two, but this is pretty cool for the DS. The graphics are pretty awesome. And I also picked up, even though I already have this on the Wii, but I picked up Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I want to avoid the glare there. Again, I already have this one on the Wii, but it's on the go. I still pop out my DSi XL, and I play a couple of games. Right now, I'm playing Super Princess Peach. But yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. And for $1.30, I don't think you can beat that price. I mentioned in my last video that the whole amiibo craze is kind of leaving me behind. It's getting really annoying that I wanna complete the amiibo collection of the toys that I wanted, and it's getting really hard to collect for that because either they're sold out or the resellers are buying them in bulk and then trying to sell it to you for 3 times the original price. And so my interest in amiibos right now is really low. But sometimes the universe smiles on you and you can get some amiibos without really expecting them. I was flipping through the Target page and they released a couple of amiibos, but they were unavailable. But on that day, the universe smiled on me, and they had Mewtwo to order online. So I ordered this baby because I've been looking for a Mewtwo. Mewtwo is my second favorite Pokemon, right after Charizard. When I was playing Pokemon Red, and I picked up Mewtwo, he was my last go-to Pokemon. My Charizard was pretty badass, so was my Pidgeot. The rest of the team I filled out as best as I could, but when things got grim, Mewtwo pulled me out from a lot of Pokemon battles, and now that he's back, Mewtwo was he was a very difficult character to use in mainly, but I always like to try to master Mewtwo, and now he's back in Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and the 3DS. I've been trying to use him. My main is still Bowser Jr., and I still want to get Bowser Jr., the Bowser Jr. amiibo. But I'm trying to master Mewtwo, and he's a very difficult character to master, but I love the character so much that I'm really, really trying to master this character. But I'm super happy that Target had this thing on sale, and I was able to pick up the Mewtwo amiibo. Like I said, Bowser Jr. is my main character in that entry of Smash Brothers, but I haven't been able to find him. The last amiibo that I've been trying to look for like crazy is Ganondorf, because I have Zelda and I have Link, so I needed Ganondorf to complete my Triforce. I went to a Target after Black Friday, and I was going through the video game section just to see if they stocked for Black Friday, and the only thing that they had was the Animal Crossing amiibos, and they look pretty cool, but I was looking for something in particular. And as I was looking around the games, I saw this kid that had a Splatoon amiibo. He had the Animal Crossing game that just released for the Wii U, and he had the Ganondorf amiibo. And I was like, and it was the last Ganondorf in the store, but I was kind of stalking the kid for a while, hoping that he might leave it behind, but yeah, he looked pretty determined to take it. We continued with the shopping, and I went back just to see if maybe the guy had left it, because I saw him pass by, and he didn't have the amiibo, so I thought maybe he put it at the cart with his family or something. So I went back, and lo and behold, the guy left the amiibo behind, the Ganondorf amiibo, and I picked it up right away. I bolted like a bolt of lightning in to see if it was there, and it was there. So now I'm super happy that I was able to pick up my Ganondorf amiibo. Now I've completed my Triforce with Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf. The design on Ganondorf is pretty cool. What I love about the amiibos is that the detail on these things is pretty awesome. I really, really like the way they look. He's not as heavy as Bowser. Bowser is by far the heaviest amiibo. But I'm super, super happy. I feel kind of bad because the guy left him behind. Maybe he didn't have money, or his parents. Because he looked like a early teenager. So maybe his parents didn't want to buy it for him. But his loss was my gain, and I'm super, super stoked to be able to have picked up Ganondorf and Mewtwo. Like I said, the only one now that I'm missing that I really want is Bowser Jr., because he's my main in Smash Brothers, whether it be for the 3DS or the Wii U. So if I can find Bowser Jr., I'm done with the amiibos. I'm just super happy. Somewhere down the line, if they do release a Ryu amiibo, I pick that one up, because as a collectible, just the same reason I picked up Mega Man and I picked up Sonic and Pac-Man, because they're not Nintendo characters. They're third company game characters that are making a special appearance in the Smash Brothers game. Also, because they announced that Cloud was going to be in Smash Brothers, if they do release a Cloud amiibo, I would love to pick that one up. But I had a hell of a time picking up these two. I haven't been able to pick up Bowser Jr., so the odds of me getting a Ryu and a Cloud, while not impossible, are freaking hard to achieve. So right now I'm happy with these two. If somewhere down the line I find a Bowser Jr., my collection will be complete in my eyes, but yeah, I see that as a very slim possibility. But I'm super happy to have been able to pick up these two, because I didn't think in a million years that I was able to actually get them, like I mentioned in the last video. The next thing I have to share are movies. We didn't go to Black Friday, we went to the Saturday afterwards, so I got a number of good deals on some movies. Plus, there's this seller on Facebook that I'm frequenting that has gotten me some really good deals on a bunch of movies. So mainly, I'm going to talk about movies now. Randomly, I saw this one. I know it's a British sci-fi series. It's called Lex. This is Volume 2, Season 2, Volume 1. It's this British sci-fi series about a crew that lives in like this living spaceship. Um, I have to honestly track down the rest of the series, but I don't know. I don't know how hard that's gonna be. I also picked up Volume 1 of The Prisoner. I remember a lot of parodies or references to this because it's the I am not a number, I am a free man. The Simpsons did one really cool where Homer's like this journalist and they send him to a village, a very, very reminiscent to this because, you know, that's the reference where they got it. But this is the first episode, the Arrival episode. So yeah, well, I would like to pick up the rest of this. This is like a 16 episode series, so maybe somewhere down the line. From that seller in Facebook I was talking about, really, really nice guy. He has some really, really good sales, and from him finally I was able to get Masters of the Universe. I've been looking for this thing like crazy for a long, long time. The only time I've ever seen it was on VHS, and I don't have a VHS player, so it would be kind of silly for me to buy it and never watch it. But I do regret not buying it, though. So I've been looking for this like crazy for a long, long time, because to the best of my knowledge, I don't think it's been released on Blu-ray. It might be, but I've never seen it. So I've been trying to look for it. This is the only version of Masters of the Universe I know exists. It's the Snapcase version. And that guy had it, so I picked it up. Because I have a couple of the He-Man cartoon volumes, but I wanted the movie with Dolph Lundgren. And now I do. Now I have the He-Man movie, and I think that's pretty cool. It's not as faithful to the cartoon. I mean, it has the characters. The guy that plays Skeletor, I think, was pretty badass. He did a badass Skeletor. The lady that played Evil Lynn also did pretty good. I think she's also the lady that played one of the Phantom Zone criminals in Superman 2. And they have Man-at-Arms. They didn't have Orko. They had this other character, which I didn't much care for. But I thought it was a pretty good movie when I was a kid. And I'm super happy to finally be able to own a copy of Masters of the Universe. Because I've had a hell of a time trying to get that one. I'm also trying to complete a perfect Adam Sandler collection. I know that Adam Sandler movies aren't usually that good. Personally, there's at least 4 movies that I can't stand. But my goal is to complete my Adam Sandler collection. One of the movies that I can't stand is The Waterboy, but like I said, my goal is to complete the Adam Sandler collection, so I needed this, and I got it, so yeah. Also from that seller, I picked up Rambo 3, the Ultimate Edition, which is the last movie I needed to complete my Rambo collection. So, super psyched to have that. I always forget that this exists, because the 6 main Star Wars movies are the ones I remember the most. And I have the Ewok movies, so I know of those. I know also the TV show, the Clone Wars TV show, but I always forget that they released a theatrical Clone Wars movie. This is like basically the pilot episode for the Clone Wars TV show. I watched a couple of the Clone Wars TV show, and I thought they were pretty good. And they continued that right now with Rebels. And Season 2 of Rebels has been really good because they introduced Darth Vader, and they reintroduced the character that was first introduced here, Ahsoka Tano, who played a big character in the Clone Wars TV series. But she was not killed in Order 66 because she left the Jedi Order. So all of this is pretty cool, and like I said, I always forget that this exists, but now I have it, so my theatrical Star Wars collection is complete. Also picked up the unrated DVD version of Ted. I haven't seen the second one, because honestly that trailer didn't sold me on the idea, but this actually surprised me, and I ended up liking it a lot more than I thought I would. I'm not a huge fan of current Seth MacFarlane. The first couple of seasons of Family Guy were legitimately funny, but the quality in the series took a big dip for me. So I wasn't expecting much out of this, but I ended up liking it a lot. A movie that a lot of people have recommended and I have never seen is No Country for Old Men. Picked this one up because I liked True Grit, and I liked The Big Lebowski, and this is by the Coen brothers, so this is supposedly one of their really good movies, so I had to pick it up. Still haven't had a chance to watch it. Watch Madagascar 3. I love Madagascar 3. I like this one a lot more than 2. I actually like this one a lot more than 1. This is by far my favorite Madagascar movie, and it's the last one. They did a spin-off with the penguins, but with the full Madagascar crew, this is the last one that they did, and the best one. I love Madagascar 3. The visuals are amazing. The villain, this lady here, she's amazing as a villain. I really, really like this animated cartoon. Picked up the 10th anniversary edition of Edward Scissorhands. I gave a version of Edward Scissorhands to my wife when we were first dating. But it's one of those 2-packs that has Drew Barrymore movie and this one. So I wanted a standalone Edward Scissorhands. There's a whole bunch of versions of Edward Scissorhands. There's the one I gave her, the 10th anniversary one, and then there's a 20th anniversary one. I think it's a 20th anniversary one. It might be 15th. I don't know, but I know there's like 3 versions of this. But like I said, I wanted a standalone one for my Tim Burton collection. My wife, for our wedding anniversary, she got me Guardians of the Galaxy, by far our favorite movie of last year. I saw the trailer, and just by the soundtrack, I knew I wanted to watch this movie. And each new trailer that we saw got us excited, because even my wife got excited for this movie. We went to see it, and we both loved it. The soundtrack was amazing. The characters were really cool. The whole galactic epic story was really awesome. So we both really, really loved Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's a movie I've been wanting to get, but because it's under the Disney label, these Avengers movies, Marvel movies in general, don't go on sale that often. So I've been waiting for it to go on sale, but my wife got it for me for our anniversary. So thank you so much, baby, for both the Kylo Ren poster and this movie, because that legitimately is our favorite movie of last year. When I bought Mewtwo, they had a sale on this Blu-ray DVD combo pack, and this is the Book of Life. I wanted to see this animated movie because I want to see any movie that Guillermo del Toro is involved in. And, being Mexican, we do have a strong connection with our tradition here. I celebrate both Halloween and El Día de los Muertos. And this movie deals with El Día de los Muertos, so I wanted to pick this one up. And it was $4, so hell yeah, I was going to pick it up. Next movies are another round that I bought from that Facebook seller. To add to my Adam Sandler collection, I picked up Bulletproof. I've been looking for this movie because I remember watching it once and I thought it was pretty cool. It has Damon Wayans and Adam Sandler. I like this movie a lot, so I'm super happy to add it to the collection. I've been trying to look for the rest of the DVDs for this, but anime is really hard to come by. But I was able to get Hellsing Eternal Damnation, which is Volume 4. Unfortunately, it only contains 4 episodes, and I think this might be the last one. But I really, really liked Hellsing. The animation is gorgeous, the characters are pretty cool, and I want to get the rest of these. There's supposedly a better Hellsing I want to get, but like I said, anime is really hard to come by. For my wife, I picked up The Casual Vacancy. This is a 3-episode miniseries that's based on J.K. Rowling's book after she did Harry Potter. So I bought for her the book, and I wanted to get for her the miniseries. Also, I picked up Elf. Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is an interesting actor because sometimes he really gets on my nerves. Other times I can tolerate him pretty good. And Elf is one of those movies. This is the 2-disc edition of Elf. And yeah, this is a really good Christmas movie. But the next one I picked up is a lot better in my opinion. And that's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I really, really like this one a lot. I like this one and the first Vacation where they go to Wally World. After that, I don't much care for the rest ones. But I've been looking for this one for a while. and I finally have a copy of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So, yeah. Last couple of movies I picked up from him were What About Bob, to add to my Bill Murray collection. Bill Murray has done a whole bunch of movies, but I needed this one because I really liked What About Bob. So happy about that. Picked up, to complete my Transporter set, I picked up Transporter 3. So now I have the whole trilogy. They released another sequel, which is Transporter Reloaded, but doesn't star Jason Statham, so nuts to that. I picked up Cop Out. Not interested in Cop Out because I've heard really bad things about it. But I ended up buying it because it adds to my Bruce Willis collection and my Kevin Smith collection. So picked up Cop Out, but not, just to complete a collection. In the after Black Friday sales, I bought for my wife The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. We still have to watch Mockingjay Part 2 to finish the whole saga. This part, to me at least, was really boring. It went really slow. I'm really against the idea of them making from one book 2 movies, or in the case of The Hobbit 3, because you can really tell that they're just extending as much time as they can to, make up 2 movies. But yeah, that one was kind of boring. For $10, I picked up The Walking Dead, the 4th season, which we didn't have. Me and my wife love The Walking Dead. We're watching and loving the new season that's out. And they also have for $10 the 5th season. So yeah, this now The Walking Dead, next to the Big Bang Theory, is the only TV series that we have from season 1 to the current season on home media. A lot of people have been telling me about this series. I have not had a chance to watch because we don't have HBO. But for $10, I was able to pick up season 1 of Game of Thrones, the DVD only. Really excited to get into this. Hoping I'll be able to pick up the rest of the seasons cheap. But I've heard nothing but great things from Game of Thrones. Anyone that watches the series has told me that I have to watch that, so I will. Been looking for this one, and they had it on sale for $4 at a Target. And I have now finally Fast 5. I'm only missing Fast 2 and Fast 7, and honestly, I'm going to buy Fast 7 first. But this is my favorite Fast and the Furious movie. I really love this one. I don't know what it is about it, but this is my favorite Fast and the Furious movie. And my second favorite one would have to be 7. I really, really liked 7 a lot. For my wife, I bought The Fault in Our Stars. She read the book, and going into the movie, she knew what was going to happen, and she still cried in this movie. It's a very touching movie. A lot of people say it's a sad movie, but I went to see it, and I think I guess I was in the right mindset because I thought it was a very uplifting movie. It was a very uplifting movie. The sad parts didn't make me sad. It actually made me appreciate life a lot more. So this movie was really, really good. At Walmart, they had some sales, and I picked up Star Trek Into Darkness. This is like the sequel to the reboot, but it's also a rebooted sequel to Wrath of Khan. And this was really good. I really, really like this Star Trek reboot. Now J.J. Abrams is going to direct The Force Awakens, so I don't think he's going to direct the 3rd Star Trek. But this entry I thought was pretty awesome. I picked Grudge Match, another movie that was panned by a lot of critics, but it's Rocky. It's not technically Rocky, but honestly it's Rocky versus Raging Bull. It's Sylvester Stallone versus Robert De Niro. And I'm a big fan of Sylvester Stallone. I really, really like most of his movies. His comedies tend to suffer a little bit, but I'm looking forward to watching that. Also, to add to my Adam Sandler collection, picked up Hotel Transylvania. This was $2 at Walmart. I do feel that this movie needed a villain to keep the story going, but it's a nice little kids movie. Adam Sandler doesn't do any annoying, funny voices. His Dracula is actually pretty cool. And the rest of his usual pals also provide their voices. But again, I thought this movie would benefit better from a villain to make some sort of drama. But it's still a nice family movie with the the monsters, the classic monsters, the Wolfman and the werewolf. The Wolfman is the werewolf, but the Mummy and Frankenstein and stuff like that. So it's not a bad movie. And the last movie I picked up on that sale was Tomorrowland, the DVD. This movie also kind of went underappreciated. But me and the wife loved this movie. It's directed by the guy that did The Incredibles, so I don't know why it wasn't more successful. But me and the wife went to see it. We loved the message. We loved the acting. We loved this movie, so we got this for, I think it was $6, and you can't pass up a good movie for $6. I personally do recommend Tomorrowland. Last couple of movies, guys. Picked up The Host. I saw this on TV once. I thought it was a really interesting monster movie. It's about this giant fish thing that abducts people to eat them. But it also is like, he's like, when he comes in contact with people, the thing infects them with this kind of disease. I thought it was a really interesting Asian movie, so pick that one up. I love martial arts movies, and I don't know if this is supposed to be a reboot or a remake of Seven Samurai, but I picked up Seven Swords. This is the Dragon Dynasty series, and this is number 4 of that Dragon Dynasty series. I have a couple of these, but I don't know how many there are in the series, but hoping this is pretty good. To add to my Jackie Chan collection, again from the Dragon Dynasty, this is number 2. Picked up Police Story. I have Super Cop, but I don't have Police Story until now, so really looking forward to watching this because I love Jackie Chan. To complete to my Adam Sandler collection, but it's not the one Waterboy, Little Nicky, and this movie are the movies that I can't stand Adam Sandler in. But I needed to complete my collection, and I'm only 5 movies away from doing so, yeah. I think the series really should have ended in the 3rd one, but the Facebook seller I go to had the Saw 4 DVD. And it's that really cool translucent slipcase version. Yeah, but it really should have ended in 3. Another Kung Fu movie, again from the Dragon Dynasty. This is number 11. The 36 Chamber of Shaolin. I know this guy from Kill Bill. And I know this is part of a trilogy. But I don't know if this is the first one. But I love martial arts movies. I grew up watching Godzilla movies and really bad, cheesy martial art movies. So I love the genre. Picked up Fear with Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon. This is about Reese Witherspoon meeting Marky Mark. He was known as Marky Mark back then. And the guy gets super obsessed and, threatens to kill her family if they are not together. For my wife, I picked up Little Women. I have not read the book. I have not seen the movie, but my wife loves both. So I picked that for her. This movie got panned bad from critics, and honestly, it's not the best adaptation. I will admit to that. And the parallax thing sucked, but I thought Ryan Reynolds did a good job as Green Lantern. This is the theatrical version, but I love the fact that it's green. There's supposedly an extended version that is a lot better, but I got this one for free. Also for my wife, I picked up The Phantom of the Opera. I've not seen the play or any of the original movies, so this one has Gerard Butler, so I've heard it's good, but I haven't seen it. I heard about this documentary that James Cameron and Disney did, where they revisit the Titanic, the sunk Titanic, and this is Ghost of the Abyss. Like I said, this is a documentary of the Titanic. They made these robots to go underwater and actually explore the remains of the Titanic. So, looking forward to watching this. Picked up Next Avengers. This is kind of in the future where Ultron kills the Avengers and Iron Man survives and is able to save the children of the original Avengers. It's actually pretty cool, and I know this also happened in the comic books. Last 2 movies, I picked up Spirit, and I picked up Happily Never After. Spirit was pretty good. I like Spirit. This one, the concept was interesting, but the animation is kind of crappy. But you know, whatever. So yeah, I'm done. That was the collection picker video. Mostly movies. Honestly, I don't think because Christmas is around the corner. I'm not gonna buy any more movies. I'm gonna really try to buckle down and not buy any more movies because I've been buying a lot of movies, and I haven't watched. I still haven't finished watching the ones I bought last time. But this guy in Facebook has been getting really, really cool movies, some really good movies that I have not seen before. Thanks to him, I'm really close to completing my Adam Sandler collection. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to do so. If he has the 5 movies I'm missing, I'll pick them up. But honestly, I'm gonna try to cut down. Like always, I like to make a recommendation. And since I have most movies, I'm going to recommend Guardians of the Galaxy. If you have not seen this movie because you're not a big fan of Marvel or it's not a comic book series that you read, I'd still recommend watching it. Anyone that I know that has gone to see this movie has loved Guardians of the Galaxy. And the other one, like I said, is an underappreciated movie, but that's Tomorrowland. Me and the wife loved the movie. We loved the acting again. We loved the concept. We loved the message. It's a good movie, in my opinion. You might disagree. So yeah, that was the collection picker video. Lots of diverse things to talk about, but thanks so much to anyone that watches these videos. And until I see you all again, this is Vargas XX78. Again, thanking you and signing out.